students, in last video we have solved the problems from exercise 4.2 question number 3. Okay, so in question number 3 there the problems are by using the properties of definite integration. Okay, so few problems are remaining from that exercise, so let us solve the problems. The next problem is, that is the 10th problem. Evaluate the integration. Limits of integration 0 to 1. Log of x plus 1. Log of x plus 1 upon x square plus 1 with respect to x. Okay, so to solve this problem, by using substitution, we can simplify first and then we will solve. Okay, so let us put here x equal to tan theta. Okay students, because here at denominator there is 1 plus x square. Okay, and 1 plus tan square theta equal to sec square theta, and differentiation of tan theta is sec square theta. So dx will be sec square theta d theta. At denominator there will be sec square theta, and that get cancelled and our problem will get in simplified form. Okay, so differentiate whatever your substitution, differentiate with respect to x. We will get dx by d theta equal to sec square theta. Now shift this theta to that side, we will get dx equal to sec square theta d theta. Okay, and now also change the limits of integration. That is, when lower limit x equal to 0, okay, x equal to 0, that is theta equal to, as x equal to tan theta, this implies 0 equal to tan theta, and at theta equal to 0, tan theta is 0, and therefore this implies theta equal to 0. Therefore our first lower limit is at x equal to 0, theta equal to 0. Okay, now when x equal to 1, that is x equal to tan theta, this implies 1 equal to tan theta, and theta equal to tan inverse of 1, and this implies theta equal to pi by 2, because theta equal to pi by 4. We know that at theta equal to pi by 4, the value of tan theta is 1. Okay, therefore at x equal to 1, theta equal to pi by 4. So limits of integration. Now our integration, suppose I equal to integration of all this, and therefore our new required integration I equal to 0 to pi by 4 log of x is tan theta plus 1 upon tan square theta plus 1. The value of dx is sec square theta d theta. Okay, this implies 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan square theta equal to sec square theta into sec square theta d theta get cancelled. Okay, and here integration I equal to 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan theta with respect to theta. With respect to theta. Okay students, so here by using the property of definite integration we can solve the problem easily. The property that we have to use, that is 0 to a f of x with respect to x, and this is equal to 0 to a f of a minus x with respect to x. By using this property we can solve the problem easily. Okay, so let us solve. That is integration I equal to, by using that property, 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan of, put the value of theta according to this property, that is a minus x. Here a is pi by 4, that is tan of pi by 4 minus theta. Okay, and that is with respect to theta. So student, you know the formula for tan of a minus b. Tan of a minus b, the formula is that is tan of a minus tan of b upon 1 plus tan a tan b. Okay, in this way. Therefore, integration I equal to 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan pi by 4 minus tan theta upon 1 plus tan pi by 4 into tan theta, and whole with respect to theta, and this is equal to tan pi by 4 is 1, that is limit 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan pi by 4 is 1 minus tan theta upon 1 plus tan theta. Now take the LCM. Okay, here take the LCM and we will get integration I equal to 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan theta, okay, plus 1 minus tan theta, and upon this 1 plus tan theta. Okay, this is equal to, with respect to theta, plus tan theta minus tan theta get cancelled, and now we have the integration I equal to 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus 1, that is 2, log of 2 upon 1 plus tan theta with respect to theta. Okay, now by using rules of logarithm, that is log of n by n equal to log of m minus log of n, log of m minus log of n. By using this we can solve the problem easily. Now integration I equal to 0 to pi by 4 log of 2 minus log of 1 plus tan theta, log of 1 plus tan theta, and this is with respect to theta. Okay, now integration I equal to 0 to pi by 4 log of 2 with respect to theta minus integration 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan theta with respect to theta. Okay, now this is the integration, that is integration of log of 2, integration of log of 2 is log of 2 into x, limits of integration 0 to pi by 4 minus this, see students, this log of 1 plus tan theta, limits of integration 0 to pi by 4. So if you observe this value, then this is equal to the value of this integration, the value of this integration, that is equal to, see here, this is equal to, see here students, from this where we use the property, from that, suppose this is 1, suppose this is 1, okay, and from 1 we put the value of log of 1 plus tan theta 0 to pi by 4, this is integration I, okay. So from 1 the value of this equal to 1, the value of this is, from 1 the value of this is I, suppose I equal to this and this is I, okay, from 1 here. Now shift this I to that side and I plus I equal to 2I, and this is log of 2 outside, and the value of x is pi by 4 minus 0, and this is equal to log of 2 into pi by 4, and therefore the value of integration I equal to, shift the 2 to that side, we will get, that is equal to log of 2 into pi by 8, 2 into 4 is pi by 2, and this is integration 0 to 1 log of x plus 1 upon x square plus 1 with respect to x. In this way the problem is there and we have to solve like this, okay. Now let us solve another example. Another example is that evaluate the integration, that is limit of integration minus 1 to 1 x cube plus 2 upon square root of x square plus 4 with respect to x. Suppose students I is the integration. Now to solve this problem, okay, so here, see here, minus 1 to 1, okay, minus 1 to 1 means we can use the property, here, minus a to a f of x with respect to x, and the property is there, this is to limit of integration 0 to a f of x with respect to x if the function is even, for even function, okay, and the value is equal to 0 for odd function, okay. In this way we can solve. Now so apply the property here. Before going to apply, first separate the integration, that is separate the terms. So I equal to first term upon denominator plus second term upon denominator, that is minus 1 to 1 x raised to 3 upon square root of x square plus 4 plus 2 upon square root of x square plus 4, limits of integration minus 1 to 1 with respect to x. Okay students, now suppose apply the property here, that is for even or odd function. So in first integrand, suppose this is I1 plus I2, and in I1, for I1, f of x equal to which function? F of x equal to x raised to 3 upon x square plus 4. So students, first let us find out that the function is even function or odd function. For that, find out f of minus x. F of minus x equal to minus x raised to 3 upon square root of minus x square plus 4. And therefore, you know that minus x raised to 3 is minus x raised to 3 upon minus x square is plus x square plus 4. And hence in integration 1 or for I1, here f of x equal to minus f of x. Because of this is f of x and this is f of minus x. And from here f of x equal to minus f of x. Therefore, the function for f of x for I1 is odd function. Therefore, function is odd. That is in I1. The function is odd. And therefore when the function is odd, according to this property, that is not necessary to evaluate. Directly the integration we put equal to 0. Because of odd function, the value of I1 is 0 according to the above property. Okay. Now let us find out I2. What is I2? The integration I2 equal to minus 1 to 1 2 upon square root of x square plus 4 with respect to x. Now take 2 outside the integration. Minus 1 to 1 1 upon square root of x square plus 4 with respect to x. So by using this property, that is integration of 1 upon square root of a square plus x square with respect to x, we can solve. Its integration formula is, that is log of x plus square root of x square plus a square or a square plus x square. By using here a equal to 2 and x equal to x. Okay, x square plus 4 means x square plus 2 square. So we can write that directly, that is I2 equal to. Okay, students, now the integration is this. Okay, but before going to that, we have to check here the function is even function or odd function. Okay, see here, don't solve the problem directly. Before going to apply the formula, first identify the function is even function or odd function. Because of this, limits of integration minus 1 to 1. Okay, students, so here in for I2 here, so for I2 here f of x equal to 2 upon square root of x square plus 4. And now f of minus x equal to 2 upon, where there is x, put x equal to minus x square upon 4, and this is 2 upon square root of x square plus 4. So students, here f of minus x equal to f of x, because there is no negative term, and that's why the function is even function. Therefore, the function is even. The function is even function. And when the function is even function, at that time the limits of integration, that is I2 equal to, this I2 get changes to 0 to a. By using this properties, if the function is even, 0 to a f of x dx, and this is 2 into according to this property 2 into 0 to a f of x with respect to x. So here f of x is, that is 2 upon square root of x square plus 4 with respect to x, and therefore this is 4 upon square root of x square plus 2 square with respect to x. Now by using this formula we can find out its limits, and limits of integration changes to 0 to 1 according to the even function property, 0 to 1. Hence integration I2 equal to, take 4 outside, and this is log of x plus square root of x square plus a square is 4. Okay, and limits of integration 0 to 1, that is upper limit minus lower limit, and that is equal to integration I2 equal to 4 into log of 1 plus square root of 1 plus 4, that is 5, okay, minus log of now the lower limit is 0, and that is 0 plus square root of 1 or square root of 0 plus 4, that is 0 plus 4 is 2, and this is equal to I2 equal to 4 into log of 1 plus root 5 minus log of 2. And now by using rules of integration I equal to 4 into, now by using rules of logarithm, log of 1 plus root 5 upon 2, and this is the integration of minus 1 to 1 x raised to 3 plus 4 upon square root of x square plus 4 with respect to x. This is the solution for the integration. Okay, now let us take another example. Another example is that evaluate the integration, that is minus a to a x plus x raised to 3 upon 16 minus x square with respect to x. So students, to solve this problem, first let us check it is even function or odd function, because limits of integration minus a to a. Here I equal to integration of minus a to a, that's why to check the function is odd or even, by using the property minus a to a f of x with respect to x equal to 2 into 0 to a f of x with respect to x for odd function, for even function, and the value is 0 for odd function. Okay, so let us check the function is even or odd. So here integration I equal to, first separate the terms, that is minus a to a x upon 16 minus x square with respect to x plus minus a to a x raised to 3 upon 16 minus x square with respect to x. So here the integration I1 plus I2. This is I1 plus I2 and hence I equal to. Okay. And now check the function for I1 f of x equal to. For I1 f of x for I1 that is equal to f of x and that is equal to x upon 16 minus x square. This is f of x. Now find out f of minus x and that is minus x upon 16 minus x whole square. Okay, and f of minus x is minus x upon 16 minus x square. Okay, and this is f of x. This implies f of x is equal to f of minus x equal to minus f of x. Hence the function for I1 is odd function. Odd, and therefore according to this property, for odd function the value of integration is 0, and therefore it is not necessary, when the function is odd function it is not necessary to solve. Okay, and therefore directly the integration I equal to 0 because the function is odd. Function for I1 is odd, therefore I1 equal to 0 according to this property. Okay, now let us consider I2. Now function for I2 that is f of x equal to x raised to 3. This is x raised to 3 upon 16 minus x square upon 16 minus x square. Okay, and now x raised to 3 upon 16 minus x square. Okay, so here f of minus x equal to minus x raised to 3 upon 16 minus x square, and this is minus x raised to 3 upon 16 minus x square, and hence f of minus x equal to minus f of x because this is the negative. Okay, and hence the function is odd function. As the function is odd for the integration second for I2, and therefore the integration I2 that is equal to 0, and therefore from this I equal to integration I1 plus integration I2, and for functions for both are odd functions, therefore their values are 0, and therefore the integration I equal to 0 that is integration x plus x cube upon 16 minus x square minus a to a f of x with respect to x, and that is 0. Okay, in this way. Now the next problem is that evaluate the integration that is 0 to 1 t square limits of integration 1 minus t with respect to t. So students, here by using property we can solve the problem. Let integration I equal to this. So we know the property, that is limit of integration 0 to a f of x with respect to x equal to equal to 0 to a f of a minus x with respect to x. By using this property we can solve the problem. So here integration I equal to 0 to 1, put here a is 1 and therefore we can put the value of t is 1 minus t by using this property. This is 1 minus t whole square into square root of 1 minus the value of t is 1 minus t with respect to t, and this is equal to 0 to 1. 1 minus t square is 1 minus 2t plus t square into this plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled and into square root of t with respect to t. And now our integration I equal to 0 to 1. Multiply here with root t into 1, that is root t, and you know root t is t raised to half, minus 2 into t into root t, that is t raised to 3 by 2, t raised to 3 by 2, plus t square into root t, that is plus t raised to 5 by 2 with respect to t. Okay, and here integration. Now integration of all the terms by using formula, that is t raised to n with respect to t, and you know that is t raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. By using this formula you can solve, and this is equal to t raised to 1 by 2 plus 1, that is t raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2. Limits of integration 0 to 1. Okay, minus 2 outside the integration, t raised to 3 by 2 plus 1 is 5 by 2 upon 5 by 2. Limits of integration 0 to 1. Okay, plus t raised to 5 by 2 plus 1 is 7 by 2 upon 7 by 2. Limits of integration 0 to 1. Okay, in this way. Now let us solve, or let us calculate. The calculation is that integration I equal to this 3 by 2 is 2 by 3, upper limit, that is 1 raised to 3 by 2 minus 0 minus this is 4 by 5, and t raised to means 1 raised to 5 by 2 minus 0 raised to 5 by 2 is 0, plus 2 by 7, 1 raised to 7 by 2 minus 0, and this is equal to 2 by 3 into 1 minus 4 by 5 into 1 and plus 2 by 7 into 1. And here the LCM is, that is 3 into 5 15, 15 into 7 105. Okay, so multiply here 3 with 35, okay, 5 with 15, 7 with 15 and 5 with 21. Okay, so this is 70 minus 84 plus 30. Okay, and the calculation is 16 upon 105, and hence integration I equal to 16 upon 105, and that is the integration of 0 to 1 t square into square root of 1 minus t with respect to t. Okay students, now let us solve the last example of this chapter. The problem is that evaluate 0 to pi x into sine of x into cos square of x with respect to x. Okay, and here let I equal to integration of 0 to pi x into sine x cos square x. Students, to solve this example, now there are multiplication of 3 terms, so we can't use the u into v formula also. Okay, so first let us apply the property and then see how to solve the problem. 0 to a f of x with respect to x, and this is equal to 0 to a f of a minus x with respect to x. Okay, and here integration I equal to by using the property, that is 0 to pi, x is pi minus x because a is pi, upper limit is pi, and that is pi minus x into sine of pi minus x into cos square of pi minus x with respect to x. Okay students, so here pi minus x will be pi minus x, but you know that sine of pi minus x, and that is, if the difference is pi, then the sign will remain sine x. But in which quadrant pi minus x lies? That is in second quadrant. In second quadrant, the sign is positive because this is 0 to pi by 2 to pi, and in second quadrant sign is positive, that's why sign of pi minus x is sin x. Now cos of pi minus x, so here in second quadrant the cos will remain cos because the difference of pi, and cos of pi minus x is cos x. Now let us give it sign. So in second quadrant cos is negative, that's why it is minus cos x. Okay, and now this is cos square, means minus cos of x into minus cos of x, that will becomes plus cos square x. Therefore integration I equal to 0 to pi, this is pi minus x into sin x, and cos square of pi minus x is minus cos x into minus cos x is plus cos square x with respect to x. Okay, and now this is x into sin x cos x, this is integration I. So students, suppose this is 1, and now suppose this is 2, let us add first and second, means at LHS I plus I, that will be 2i, add 1 and 2, we will get this is equal to integration 0 to pi x into sin x into cos square of x with respect to x plus 0 to pi pi minus x into sin x into cos square x with respect to x. So to add both integration, here 2i equal to 0 to pi. So common out sin x cos square x, and in bracket that is x plus pi minus x and sin x into cos square x is common for both. So plus x minus x get cancelled, and here 2i equal to 0 to pi into sin of x into cos square x with respect to x. And students, in this way we have simplified the problem. Now only sin x into cos square x we have to solve the integration. So to solve this integration, give the substitution for cos x. So cos x equal to t. Differentiate whatever is your substitution with respect to x. The differentiation of cos x is minus sin x into dx equal to dt. Also change the limit according to the substitution. So when x equal to 0, cos x equal to t, and that is cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. Therefore at x equal to 0, t equal to 1. Now when x equal to pi, t equal to cos pi. And you know the value of cos pi is minus 1. And therefore at x equal to pi, t equal to minus 1. And limit of integration changes to minus 1 to 1. 1 to minus 1. Lower limit is 1 and upper limit is minus 1. Therefore 2I equal to 1 to minus 1. Take this pi outside, and that is sin x cos square x, that is cos x is t, therefore t square sin x dx equal to minus dt. Okay, and now this is equal to minus pi 1 to minus 1 t square dt. Okay students, again by using this property. By which property? That is 0 to a to b. By the third property, limit of integration a to b, f of x with respect to x equal to b to a f of x with respect to x but with negative sign. Means if we interchange the limits of integration, then value of integration changes in sign. Okay, and according to this property, here the integration will be 2I, this minus sign minus pi, and we interchange the limits of integration, that is minus 1 to 1, and that is t square with respect to t. Now we interchange the limits, and that's why the sign of integration again changes. Okay, and that changes to negative sign because we have interchanged the limits of integration. Okay, and now this minus becomes plus, and therefore pi minus 1 to 1 t square with respect to t. Now by using the formula of integration t raised to n, and therefore 2I equal to pi t raised to 3 upon 3 integration of t square, and limits of integration minus 1 to 1, take pi by 3 outside, and t is 1, that is 1 raised to 3 minus the value of t is minus 1 raised to 3. This is upper limit minus lower limit, that is pi by 3. 1 minus 1 raised to 3 is minus 1 minus plus 1. Hence 2I equal to pi by 3. Okay, and hence this is 2 pi by 3. So these 2 and these 2 get cancelled, and integration I equal to pi by 3. This is integration of 0 to pi x into sin x into cos square of x with respect to x. Okay students, and hence we have solved all the problems from the exercise 4.2, and now let us take one example as a homework. Evaluate limit integration 0 to 1 log of x upon square root of 1 minus x square with respect to x. Students, please solve this problem. Try to solve it. If you have difficulty to solve the problem, then please share the problem with me. I will give you solution, and hence we have completed the chapter definite integration. Okay, please solve the problems again and again till you understand. Okay.